What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to work on replacing the Bose deck. I bought a Sony ES9000 I believe. Got a real great deal on it. So it's a couple days before the Miata's at the Gap. Time is ticking. I only have like 3 days and most of my harnesses come in tomorrow. I found a deal on Facebook Marketplace. It was for the Toyota Tacoma 16 to 23. So I could use the Maestro RR part, but the rest of the pieces I did have to order. So I should be getting that tomorrow. So I figured why not save some time and at least get the center console removed and the radio removed in preparation. So I will go ahead and hyperlapse it. Okay, to get started, 4 screws. You could just remove the plastic panel and then it's 4 screws right here and it just pulls right out. What you want to do is check for that 10mm bolt. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Got the old trusty magnet here. Want to make sure I don't lose that bolt, so I'll go ahead and start removing it. Okay, it is finally out. You can see right there. That was a pain. You got 2 screws here, you got 1 screw under the cup holders, and I have my custom handbrake knob, which has its own set of gaskets and screws. So this is what it looks like. It's not the first time I've removed it, but I do want to say you have to pull that handbrake pretty high up for it to clear. And it looks like we have a couple screws in here, and then this radio is ready to come out. I do also want to mention that the window switches do need to come out, and they were a pain. I ended up having to pinch the corners of the window switch for it to pull out, and then I was able to use those long tweezers right there to pinch the connector, and they were pretty stuck. So just want to let you know that is definitely a challenge right there. So off to the radio. 2 screws, 2 Phillips screws right here, and 1 in each corner, and the HVAC system can now be removed. And you can see those are the connectors. You got your 2 heated seats and the headphone jack connector, as well as the cigarette or power adapter, 12-volt adapter. And she is out. You can see right there. We've got 2 big connectors. We've got the main one right here and this one. I think the problem was I could not pull this thing out, and I think this was stuck down here somewhere. It was stuck down there and it wouldn't come out. So luckily I was able to tilt it to the right and unplug this, and then I was able to see where this was snagged, and it gave me enough leverage to actually pull it out this far, which is perfect. But whew, I guess I'm ready for tomorrow when the parts come in. Okay, so one of the harnesses did just arrive and I've already begun the process. So my car has the Bose, so I did have to connect this wire, the black. I had to disconnect the one that was already connected when it shipped, and then I had to connect these RCA cables, which came with the package. Also the OBD2, because I will be using Idatalink. I did have to flash the radio, which was pretty simple. It was all plug and play, or flash the Maestro RR module. The instructions you can get from their website, very easy to kind of read through, but it's just a bunch of plugging and unplugging other things. Like for example, this blue had to connect to the green, which is documented right there. Connect the green MA1 to the blue 2 pin. So you've got things like that. But yeah, it's going smoothly so far. So this came out of my car. It's the auxiliary jack. Really doesn't have a purpose anymore. What I did do is buy a USB-C female adapter, and I'd love to use this plastic bezel. So I'm going to try to take it apart and see what kind of solution I could come up with. And just like that, in a best case scenario, you have a little hole right here, which would be the perfect cutout for the USB that I can route through. And this is the original adapter. Good morning, YouTube. Today I've finally have all the parts I've ordered. So I'll start from some of the things I have. It's like this is a USB cable extender, cloth tape so wires don't rattle, harness for connecting to the Maestro RR. This was the original Sony deck I bought from Facebook. I got an incredible deal. So you can see right there. Something nice. Here's a OBD2 splitter. That way I can use the Idatalink, but can also hook up my tuning cables as well. It looks like this is the Metra harness. Hopefully that's not damaged. Amazon ships it in these little paper bags. Backup camera. This connects the harness to the car harness. GPS antenna. The reason I ordered the GPS antenna is because this came from a Trail Pro or whatever that vendor. This is actually designed for the 16 to 23 Tacoma, so it had proprietary add-ons for a plug-and-play installation, which I guess on the Toyotas you don't need this, so I went ahead and ordered that, and I've already started with some of the plugs. So I'm going to assemble this and put it in the car. Okay, so for the camera, I ended up getting this Pixelman. I don't know, where is it? It's right there. $30 camera, 720p. Anything higher, I don't think the radio would accept. A little sketchy, but I ended up having to drill a hole here. As far as the wiring goes, I wanted to say I wired it to this white taillight, reverse taillight, and I used a tap over in there. So what that allows me to do is tee off the line. And as far as the hookup, the Maestro RR is supposed to read reverse from the CAN bus, but that doesn't work. I've checked the voltages. So the secondary option is to use a violet wire, I believe, coming out of the deck, but I don't want a chance damaging the module. So I guess I'll just have to manually do it. I still have the backup camera, but it is working. I'm just trying to complete the install. I have to get this installed by tonight, so let me see how it goes. So my solution, the kit came with a couple rubber washers. I cut it to the size of this hole. I've got another one there, and then what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of tape right over it. Not the best solution, but I think that should protect it from any rust. So this is where we are now. It's kind of being a pain. I actually had to manually open the trunk with the key, but I'm trying to take this backup camera wire, run it through that hole, through this cavity here where the PRHT sits, and into here. So there's my solution wire hanger rack, since what everyone else is doing, and time to see if it'll work. Finally made progress with the wire hanger. This is where I got it to come out of. So from this angle, when you put the top down, you can quickly see that access hole from the back of the cabin. And then all I did was pull this hanger and it connects right here. So I'm going to tape it and pull it out. What's up, everyone? So today's the next day, and I just wanted to say that I finally finished it. There's the backup camera. You look inside. The wires are completely hidden. But now, that is the finished product right here. So when you turn it on, so there's two issues that I still have with this. One, the dimmer doesn't work. So I thought it would work. And two, when I put it into reverse, it doesn't auto trigger. So I'll show you. So you can see right there, it doesn't auto trigger. However, the backup camera does work. So that's pretty cool. And it sees when I'm out of, well, the reason why it's turned off is because it's wired to the backup light. So when I get back from Miata's the Gap, I'll have to figure out why that is. It seems to be a common issue with this harness where they didn't wire it properly, or I think it's because the CAN bus doesn't state that the car's in reverse. So you have to manually wire it. That along with the illumination. So it is kind of frustrating when you spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get this to work, and it's supposed to be a plug-and-play solution, but everything else seems to be working. One of the coolest features about the Maestro is I can see AFR, instant miles per gallon, coolant, fuel. There's all kinds of interesting stuff you can do. So if you go to select gauges, I'll show you. So I can do acceleration, accelerator, pedal. I won't say all of them, but I'm just going to browse through them.
Video protected.
Quarter mile, that'd be kind of fun. So yeah, all in all, oh yeah, and then I put the microphone down there. And as far as the OBD, it's down there. I don't know if you can see it. I just bought the splitter. And then for the backup camera, it's wired down this panel, and then it goes behind, right by the dead pedal, and then goes up and over. So that's how I wired it. And as far as the USB-C, you can see right here, I made my own by cutting a small hole and buying the adapter from Amazon. So yeah, that is my install. Thank you guys for watching.